Okay, well, anyway, enough of that. Here we are today, and we're going to be looking at a game called Do Not Feed the Monkeys. I've been playing this for a few hours over the last few days and really quite enjoyed it. So I'm going to start a new game just to get into the whole idea of what it is and what makes it very different to pretty much any game I've ever played before. I'm going to play a new game. I'm going to play this called Duck. Maybe I should have clicked that easy resource management button, but yeah, too late now, I guess. Okay, so the idea of the game is you play someone sat in their flat who is given the opportunity to join this primate observation club. So let's just well, we don't need to read all this, but basically you're given a computer to monitor various CCTV footage of people all over the city in which you live in. Let's just move on with that. So, day one. You are an unnamed person sat in a flat, basically. So, here is the Monkey Vision software. So you can see straight away, you start off with 4 CCTV screens, and each one you can see in this one there's a guy living in a flat, a bedsit really with a bed and a fridge and not much else going on really. Can I click on anything in here? Not at this point, but that's that screen. This one, closed circuit security, it's closed right now. This screen, there's a dog in it, very little else, there's a camera, that's about it. And this screen, this looks like a prison cell with some markings on the wall. It randomizes each time, so some of these I've seen in the past, some of them I haven't. But so you start off like this, and you have to spy basically on what's going on in all these different screens to try and piece together storylines for. So okay, so a girl just came into this one now. Oh, but then this light's flashing, so it's saying, oh, something's happening in this screen now. And this guy has answered the door. He's saying, thanks to Pete for coming. Not very happy about having to cross the city twice a day, it seems. And as you, here we go, I need you, Pete, you're my eyes at Crystal Kitchen. So any key phrases will show up in yellow, which appear in your notebook down here. And throughout the game, you have to piece together all these little clues that you find in these different screens. So let's have a look. I'm getting a message now from someone. This is the... Hey, are you there? Hello. It wasn't easy, but you got in. You're part of the elite, my friend. You can thank me later, lol. Now you know what you have to do. Play by the rules and save up a ton of money. I told you being a club member wasn't cheap. Now don't make me look bad after all I've done for you. I've got to go. So I know the rules, though. I don't need her to explain it all. Right, Monkey Vision's been installed, as we know. I suppose you're dying to observe your cages, but be careful. It's addictive. It is addictive. Didn't eat or sleep. So these are the other slight resource things you have to manage. So eat properly and rest from time to time. Okay, fine. So as you can see, this is the computer screen within your computer screen that you're looking at here. But on the right, on the right you've got your health, your sleepiness, and your food and your money. So you have to keep an eye on these to make sure you don't die basically. So in doing so, for sleep, if I scroll along here, there's a bed you can sleep on. You choose how many hours if you want to, and then there's a fridge with food in it. Now if you don't have any food left after you've eaten this, then you can either order takeaway or go shopping. Here's the shopping list, and it says it'll take you half an hour to get to the supermarket and back. So you can buy things here, or you can do the takeaway option, which is more expensive but a lot easier because you don't have to leave your flat, obviously. Also, there are jobs you can do to earn money. These are on the pin board behind the door. So here's one that'll pay $48 to spend 4 hours working the airport luggage. There's another one, 24 hours for 2 hours, 95 for 8 hours. So I like to go for the big ones to get the big bucks in, because every 3 days the landlady comes along, knocks on your door here, and demands $90 in rent every 3 days. So you've got to keep your money up as well as your food and your sleepiness and your health. So let's have another quick look. So in my booklet here now, the only note I've made so far is Crystal Kitchen. So what you can also do now is, because I've got Crystal Kitchen, if I click on it, I then get to Google it in the game, basically. Ignore this. Yeah, and you can add words together. So Crystal Kitchen, search for me. Okay, so here we go. So now I've found some more information. So Crystal Kitchen declares war on the country. Armed uprising in the rundown neighbourhood. Chaos and pain rule our streets. We're crazy. Residents fighting for Crystal Kitchen. There's this guy, and you'll notice that this guy is the guy that's in here. There he is, sat at his computer. So now I've clicked on a couple of extra bits. I have some information. Oh, hello, there's somebody at the door, look. Food delivery service. Oh good, fantastic. Portion of kamikaze wings and coronary sauce. So I'm going to make note of that. Anything yellow, basically, make note of. What about the heart attack chicken I ordered? Yeah, we've run out. We haven't been able to keep up lately. And we won't be receiving a new shipment of... Oh! Someone on the door again. What's going on there? That doesn't make sense. Oh, it's my door. Knock, knock, knock. Let me open my door in my flat. Oh, there's no one here. But wait, there's something on the door. This is the whole thing about the rent. Remember, I'm coming by to collect the rent in 2 days. $90 as usual. Don't want any excuses. So yeah, she'll pop by every 3 days after that. For rent. You also have coffee. Coffee will give you a temporary boost to your sleepiness to keep you awake. So that's another thing you can do. Let's go back to my monitor here. You guys still getting the food delivery? What, you deliver it and you still haven't tried it? I've been there, friend, I've been there. I've seen the ingredients, I've seen the cook, I've seen her kitchen. So anyway, yeah, so this guy, let's talk about this. He lives in his flat, he orders takeout food, and he sits on the computer all day. Very much in a way like what we are doing here to play this game, and indeed what we are actually doing as ourselves right now also. So it's almost like a meta thing. We're sat in front of a computer playing a game of somebody sat in front of a computer of somebody sat in front of a computer. Anyway, what else do we have to know now? We've made a note of these heart attack chicken, kamikaze wings. If I Google, what is it called, Prowl, sorry not Google, but anyway, heart attack chicken. Here we go, so we find out the name of the restaurant now, Angelo's Heaven. Breaks its record because dishes like heart attack chicken, kamikaze wings and coronary sauce. So Angelo's Heaven now is a new clue that we can put into our clues book. There we go. And the rest of the game plays very much like this. I don't want to ruin it too much more after this because that's the key part of the game really. But as you watch things happen in the different monitors, you buy more and more monitors to watch more and more things going on at the same time, and you build up more and more clues in your book here. And then every now and again, as you uncover more and more clues to understand what exactly is going on in each screen, then sometimes you'll get asked questions via email. Let me open up my email here. So you see here, this is the club that you've joined, this Monkey Vision club. So you have to buy 5 additional cages or screens to view, and Oh, interaction with the primates is strictly forbidden. Do not feed the monkeys, hence the name of the game. However, you may find that with some of the people in the screens, you feel compelled to interact in some way. And I won't say any more than that, really, but you definitely do. And the other final point, although it's not mentioned here, is that you sometimes will get an email saying, "Oh, what's the name of the person living in screen 2?" For here's an email now. Let's have a look. Voluntary observation studies. Oh, well, this is saying exactly what I was about to say. To do so, you will need to provide us with certain information about some of the cages loaded in your Monkey Vision. Once you have verified your information is correct, you'll be compensated. So in other words, you make money by answering the email questions you will receive in the game. So like I say, someone might say, well, what's the name of this person in screen 2? Or what's the address of the location in screen 4? And you have to collect as many clues as you can to figure out all this stuff. And that's about it, really. I think that's a very quick explanation of the game. It's a really good game. I've really enjoyed playing it, and it's kind of voyeuristic on spying on all these different people and making loads of notes to see who they are and what they're doing and, you know, what's going on. Like if I click on Crystal Kitchen Neighborhood. Okay, well, no, okay, let me say Crystal Kitchen Residence. Well, here we go. So now, because I've googled the two words together, now I've discovered that this chap's name is Rick Stevens. Spokesperson for the Association of Residents Fighting for Crystal Kitchen. And here is his Twitter chat, or whatever you want to call it. And of course, because we know he's hooked to his computer all the time, I could then go on here and it's going to give you a little demonstration of what you can do now. If you know their art, if you know the phone number, you can click on these to message them or call them, in fact. But remember, don't feed the monkeys, so you have to make a decision there as to whether it's the right thing to do to actually interact with these people. But for certain, once he sat back down his computer again, I'll be able to go on here and message him and then start a conversation. Not going to do that now. I think that explains all the basics of the game. But yeah, fascinating game. Very different to pretty much anything I've really played before, and quite enjoyable. Okay, cheers, thanks, and speak to you again sometime. Bye bye.